Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kelsey, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Today I'm going to be giving you guys more tips about point pickup. There's been a couple updates, and I just wanted to add a little bit more that I have found out about. And I just want to say thank you for everyone who's been watching and commenting and subscribing to me. I really appreciate it. I think we're at like 114 subscribers, which I'm so happy, so thank you so much. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm not sure if I mentioned some of these in my other videos, so if I do, I'm sorry. I just have a running list, and I don't think I have, but I don't exactly remember where I left off. So my first one is, so you have 10 minutes from your pickup time to where I've noticed that point pickup will cancel your orders. So if you're more than, I believe, 15 minutes, like you have to pick up the order at 45, and if you get there by 05, they more than likely will cancel your order by then. So if you know that you're running late, you might as well just keep going to another store or try to get another order for that hour, because I've noticed that point pickup is very strict now on when they cancel orders. Sometimes they'll call you, sometimes I notice now that they won't even call you, they will just cancel it by the time it hits 05. A good thing that they did update is they added the chat into the physical app. Before, you had to go to the website and talk to them if you had any problems. What are you doing? Really, love? I'm in the middle of recording. Can I help you? What are you doing?
No, my class.
You are? You hate me. Another tip I have is to cancel orders if you've been waiting way too long. Don't just hit no longer wanting to wait on the app, because you won't get paid for it. So definitely talk to the employee and let them know, like, hey, could you cancel this order for me? I've been waiting here for too long. This isn't really a tip, but it's just like a reminder when doing point pickup to go to the bathroom when you know you have a little bit of time in between, just because if you do orders back to back to back, sometimes you won't have time to go to the bathroom. So if you have an extra 10-15 minutes, definitely take that time to go inside of Walmart or in any store. If you're in your home, go to the bathroom just real quick. Another problem I kind of ran into were gated communities. A lot of the times the customers wouldn't leave a gate code, so I wouldn't be able to get in. But I've noticed if you just hit the call button on like the little pad they have, it opens the gate most of the time, because it goes to the office and they open it for you. Another tip for apartments, I usually will find the building, and some apartments are like 3 stories high, so I usually will get out of my car first and find the exact place I'm going to if I don't know how the apartments are numbered, because sometimes they'll be numbered going across the whole apartment or going up. So I definitely get out of my car before grabbing all the groceries, just to find the right door, so I'm not carrying so many groceries around the whole building until I find the one I need to drop it off at. Another kind of tip to do is to make sure you read the instructions. Some customers will let you know to not ring the doorbell, to leave them near a certain place, and every order has like a little instruction section before you hit like you've arrived, and it usually lets you know like where the person wants the groceries. And there's those pre-made ones that sometimes customers will use, but sometimes they will leave like specific ones, like do not ring doorbell, do not knock on door. Like they'll let them know, like, I have a baby sleeping, please don't ring the doorbell. So make sure to read those, especially sometimes it has helped me that the directions that the customer has like programmed into the app won't be the address I actually need to go to, and sometimes the instructions the customer leaves will let them know, like, hey, they're gonna try to send you over here, but I'm actually like to the left. So there was one time where I had to go down a road and they were actually on the right hand side, but the GPS was telling me they were on the left hand side. So I turned right down the cul-de-sac, and their house was actually down there, just because it's kind of a new neighborhood. So just keep that in mind, to always look at like the little instruction area. This is another tip that I've kind of been doing. I try to keep 10% of what I make each week to the side, just for tax purposes. I'm not again sure how I'm gonna have to file taxes being self-employed, because I've never done this before. So when I do it, I'll definitely make a video for anyone who needs help. But I've just been keeping 10% aside just to make sure that I can pay my taxes. For liquor, they do make you scan their license, so just make sure you do knock on the door, because you can't just drop off the liquor without scanning the license. I usually try to do that after I've dropped off the remainder of the groceries, and then I'll knock on the door just so I can make sure I get everything, because once you go through that step, you go through the rest of the steps. So try to get rid of all the groceries and then get their license. I've never ran into a problem where the customer wasn't there or the customer was underage. So I'm not really sure if you guys have any problems doing that, what to do. I believe you just tell them you can't deliver the groceries and then you return the groceries back to Walmart. I have had this happen a couple times where I will be delivering orders and they will get canceled as I'm delivering them. You just have to return those items back to Walmart, and usually you'll get paid for them just because you were on the way. You just won't get the tip maybe, or the amount might just go down a little bit just because the items weren't completely delivered, but it wasn't your fault. It was either a customer cancellation or Walmart canceled them. Maybe the customer called them and let them know like, hey, I don't want to deliver this. I don't want this to be delivered anymore. Could you cancel it? So it's happened to me about 3 times, and I usually just go back to Walmart and let them know that these items were canceled and I'll drop them off back to Walmart. So this is a good tip to kind of like to just make your day more productive. So on days that I can't get orders every hour, on the hours I can't, I'll either take my lunch, go to the bathroom. I'll usually come home and let my dog out, or maybe come home, make me some food. So this was actually, I don't know if it's like a glitch or something, but it is something that I've noticed that usually when I have like the loading screen for orders, like usually like you click on it, you gotta click OK, and then it'll load and it'll let you know if you have it. I always click the loading screen, and for some reason it just makes it go so much faster. Like I'll usually like 90% of the time get that order. So I'll click on the order and then I'll click on yes, and then it'll start loading and I'll click on it and then it'll go like, okay, you've got that order basically. I've noticed that every time I try to get an order, click on that little like rectangle thing that has like the little loading sign, I'll click on it and then it'll go away and it'll go in my active orders of orders that I've got. Oh, this was actually something that I learned, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, when I had picked an order by accident and I didn't actually want it because I realized it was like I think 15 miles away and I didn't want one that far. So I clicked on it, and for some reason I clicked on like the little question mark they have. Usually they have like make this a priority, another one, and then they have like a little question mark. If you click the question mark, it actually lets you cancel the order. I think it says like cancel order or contact point pickup. And so you can cancel them. I think you have like an hour before that order is actually supposed to be picked up to cancel orders. So there was one day where I needed to end earlier, like I had already collected a 4:45 order, and then I realized that I didn't want to work till 4:45, and so I went into it, hit the question mark, and canceled order, and it went away. There's been times where I'll click a store just to make sure I have a guaranteed for that hour, and then I'll see another store pop up and I want that one, so I'll cancel it, clicking the question mark and then canceling the order. So that's something cool that I didn't know that was something you could do without having to like contact point pickup through the chat and waiting for an availability to open up and then talking to them and then giving them the long 18-digit number you have to give them to cancel the orders. You can just hit the little question mark at the end of that order. So with the new update, I did notice they changed where you have to scan stickers even for grocery items. I don't do that. I think that's kind of silly just because I know on Walmart's end they already have to do that, to where they make sure to grab all the items from like the freezer or the regular area. So I think the point that we have to do it is a little silly just because we should know we already have everything. I understood that for general merchandise just because there are like 10 different places you're going to, but for just like 2 orders and you have to scan like 10 barcodes on one order and then maybe 10 more barcodes on another order, and they want you to scan it, I think that's silly. So I usually just hit valid. I think there's like short, valid, and cancel. I just hit valid and I just act like I scanned it just because I'm not gonna get out of my car and find these barcodes and scan them when I already know that I told them the name of the customer. They already scan all the items, like I see them scan all the little barcodes. So I just hit valid and then I move on. An awesome thing that they started, which I think I noticed 2 weeks ago, is there was like a promotion. I think it said like if you did 6 orders or something, they were gonna give you an extra $25 added to that paycheck, which I know that's something new and I thought that was really awesome just because it's like little perks or bonuses are always amazing to have, and all you had to do was do 6 orders by the end of that day. And it was like even if one order had 2, that counted as 2. So you only had to do like 3 and you get that extra $25. So I thought that was really awesome. And then I also noticed, which I noticed this a while back, which I thought was cool, but I just feel like not everyone everyone could get it. They had the perks, which were, I think Labor Day they had one. It was like for first place, second place, I think all the way to fifth place, and then the remainder 10 got an extra 100. But like first place I think was like 1,000, some crazy number. But I'm not really sure if that's for like all of point pickup or just in like your area. So I mean, those ones are cool, but I feel like the little promotion ones are a lot better just because it's more like your own goal versus like, well, I hope I'm first place. Well, I hope I'm second place. I don't really know where I stand at in like the ranking. So I definitely like the $25 one. I thought that one was really cool because you need to get 6 orders and then you get an extra $25. So but yeah, those are the tips I have for right now since the update of everything. And I've been off for like about a week right now, so these were just new things that I kind of noticed. But I really hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and if you are, definitely give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'm getting a lot of views and not many people are subscribing, so if you guys could please subscribe, that would be amazing. And thank you for the people who have subscribed. I really appreciate it. And the commenting, I love commenting back to you guys and answering your guys' questions. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.